Implementing a system that allows you to find what you need quickly and efficiently will save you valuable time and mental energy. Welcome back to Declutter for Change podcast. I'm your host, Heather Clark. Today, we're tackling a topic that can truly transform your life: decluttering for focus and productivity. Have you ever sat down to work feeling motivated and ready to conquer your to do list, only to find yourself getting sidetracked by clutter everywhere? Maybe it's a messy workspace, overflowing with papers, sticky notes clinging to your monitor, leftover apple core from yesterday's lunch lurking in the corner, or perhaps your digital desktop is bombarded with notifications, overflowing tabs, and half finished documents, draining your mental energy, let alone your computer's storage space. Perhaps your to do list itself is so overwhelming with tasks and vague deadlines that it's becoming paralyzing. Well, guess what? You're not alone. Clutter, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and even digital, has a surprising effect on our ability to focus and get things done. Clutter can lead to decreased persistence on tasks and impaired decision making, ultimately hindering our ability to focus and be productive. An article in the Current Psychology Study of Procrastination and Clutter states clutter in one's living space, negative emotions, and impaired social ability all predict high procrastination scores. Clutter was the best predictor of procrastination as determined by multiple regression. Taken together, chronic procrastinators reported too much clutter, possessions, or stuff, and that clutter interferes with the strong quality of their life. In this episode, I'll explore this connection and equip you with practical strategies to declutter your way to laser focus and achieve that beautiful state of flow, where work becomes effortless and deeply satisfying. Before we dive into decluttering, let's talk about the flow. Flow is a psychological state where we become completely absorbed in an activity. Time seems to fly by, distractions fade away, and we experience a sense of exhilaration and effortless focus. In this state, our productivity soars and we achieve a level of performance that feels almost effortless. Think about a time where you were so engrossed in a project, a hobby, or even a conversation that you lost track of time. Maybe you were writing a song, creating a new painting, coding a new program, or simply having a deep and engaging conversation with a best friend. That is flow. So, how does clutter disrupt this amazing state? Our brains crave order and clarity. When our environment is cluttered, it creates a constant stream of low level mental noise. Think of all the papers on your desk, overflowing inboxes, or unread tabs on your browser. How many memes have gone around social media where you read, I have 13 tabs open, 4 are frozen, and I don't know where that music came from? Each one of those tabs represents a tiny task or decision point, constantly fighting for your attention. This mental noise depletes our cognitive resources, making it harder to focus on the task at hand. Imagine trying to write a report with a pile of bills demanding your attention, or designing a website with a constant distraction of social media notifications popping up, and it's no wonder our focus suffers. The good news is that by decluttering your workspace, you can significantly reduce this mental noise and pave the way for the flow. Let's start with your physical environment. Imagine a clean slate, a workspace free from clutter where only the essentials for the task at hand remain. Maybe you can invest in organizers for your pens, paper clips, and other frequently used items. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by visual assault of the clutter, create a space that promotes calmness and focus. Next, let's tame your desktop by organizing files into folders with clear and descriptive names, like Project X, Research, or Client Y, Invoices. Ruthlessly delete unused programs that take up valuable space and memory. Don't forget those background applications that constantly pop up with notifications. Minimize them to avoid stealing your focus. Finally, consider a minimalist approach to your workspace decoration. Simple and clean visuals promote a sense of calm and focus. Instead of surrounding yourself with distracting knickknacks and photos of last week at the party, curate a workspace that inspires you to dive into your tasks with laser focus. Now, let's turn our attention to taking control of your inbox by unsubscribing from unnecessary emails that clutter your space and distract you from important messages. I like to use specific number of programs or email marketing signups to keep things streamlined. I keep my max to 10 signups. If I want to receive a freebie from someone else not on my list, I must first unsubscribe from another email list before I get my download. Get your inbox under control and make it easier to stay on top of important conversations. Next, organize your digital file. Create a clear filing system for documents, photos, and downloads. Imagine all the wasted time searching for lost files in a digital abyss. I've been there, and it's not fun to waste all that time looking. Implementing a system that allows you to find what you need quickly and efficiently will save you valuable time and mental energy. Here's a few tips for creating a digital filing system. Using cloud storage like Google Drive or Dropbox offer a centralized location to store all your files, accessible from any device. You can categorize your projects or topic, creating folders for different projects or clients or areas of your life. For larger projects, consider using subfolders for specific aspects like research, drafts, or final files. Don't just use generic names like Document 1 or Picture 2. Use clear and descriptive names that indicate the content of the file and use keywords you know you're going to use in the future to find these files. Many people struggle with the overflowing to-do lists, and this is where to-do list apps come in handy. Consolidate your multiple lists into a single app to streamline your tasks and avoid feeling overwhelmed. There are countless options available, from simple checklist apps to feature-rich project management tools. Find one that works for you and helps you stay organized and focused. Some features to consider when choosing the to-do list app. Does the app allow you to prioritize tasks and mark them as urgent or important? Can you set deadlines for tasks and receive reminders to keep yourself on track? Can you break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps? And do you need to collaborate with others on these tasks? Choose an app that allows for shared lists and communication. When it's time to tackle your to-do list, the harder your productivity, don't let it become a monster that paralyzes you with its length. Prioritize ruthlessly. Focus on the most important tasks first and eliminate anything non-essential. Remember, it's not about completing everything, it's about completing the things that truly matter and move the needle forward. Some of the strategies for prioritizing your to-do list is using the Eisenhower matrix. This popular method categorizes tasks based on the urgency and importance. Urgent and important tasks get done first, while less urgent tasks can be delegated or scheduled for later. The ABC method is another prioritization technique that assigns letter grades, A, B, or C, to tasks based on their importance and impact. A priority tasks are the most important and should be tackled first. Large, looming projects can feel daunting and lead to procrastination. Break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Imagine a big project chopped into bite-sized chunks that feels actually achievable and less intimidating. This approach will keep you motivated and moving forward. A great resource that I like is the Magic To Do. This program can even give you an estimate on how long a task or project will take. I will link all of these resources in the show notes, and you can find those at declutterforchange.com/boost productivity. I love using the Pomodoro technique to tackle my projects or my tasks. This management method involves working in focused bursts followed by short breaks. For an example, setting a timer for 45 minutes and dedicating that time to tackling a single task, whether it's work or that can be actually decluttering. When the timer rings, reward yourself with a 15-minute break. Repeat this cycle for several rounds, taking a longer break, about 20 to 30 minutes, after completing maybe 4 to 5 Pomodoros. The Pomodoro technique helps you stay focused, avoid burnout, and make a steady progress in your tasks. Finally, schedule dedicated time slots in your calendar for focused work on specific tasks. Multitasking is a myth. Constant context switching actually decreases your productivity. Schedule focused work sessions and stick to them. By giving your full attention to a single task at hand, you'll be amazed at how much more you can get accomplished. Decluttering your physical and digital space isn't just about creating a tidier environment. It's about creating an environment that fosters focus, boosts productivity, and paves the way for a desired state of flow. By implementing the strategies I just discussed today, you can declutter your mind, body, soul, and home to boost your productivity and experience work as a state of effortless focus and enjoyment. And as I said earlier, you can find everything that I just referenced in this podcast at declutterforchange.com/boost productivity. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you next time. Remember, as you simplify, each item that you let go of brings you one step closer to a lighter, freer, more aligned life. As you clear out the clutter, be kind to yourself and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Keep sorting, keep simplifying, and keep thriving. And hey, if you want more decluttering tips and inspiration or just want to connect, be sure to follow me on social media. You can find me at Declutter for Change. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy decluttering.